Computer, make my light 50%. Computer, turn my light off. Computer, turn my light off. Whoa, what's up, everybody? Hello. Welcome back to my channel. This is Donnie. This is my channel. You will be offended. And today we are back in the city of Foosha. So welcome, and please stay for a while. Now that I've got the little intro out, I am sitting here with my glass of whiskey. This is actually probably my second glass. It's only in the middle of the day, but hey, it's Sunday, and I don't care. I'm having fun. This actually wasn't even a big glass. It was just a little tiny one compared to what I normally drink. Alright, let me get on my channel over here. Make sure I get my stuff pulled up over here to the right so I can keep up with the comments section. Oops, and I'm dropping my phone on my dog's head. He probably was not happy about that. Probably not happy about that. Sorry, Callie. Sorry, Calvin. You're a good boy. So Calvin is my German Shepherd, if you didn't know. He's a big black German Shepherd. He's awesome. Love that dog to death. All right. German Shepherds are my favorite breed of dog. I would absolutely have to say 100%. Hey, Chris, welcome. 100% German Shepherds are the best. Absolute best. I could not say anything bad about German Shepherds. Nope, cannot. Absolutely love them. Best dogs ever. All right, let me fix my camera here just a little bit. There we go. And I thought I brought a soda in for myself, but I must have left it in the kitchen. Oh well. Hey, sure, I'm late. Just got the notice. Oh, psh! I was kind of late too. Like, I know it's 12:04. I just barely got started, like, getting all the buttons together at 12 o'clock. So it's kind of my fault too. So you're right on time, David. No problem. Oh, man. Yeah, it was just one of those days for me. I had so much going on this morning, running around, running in circles. I had to run to a couple of stores for some errands this morning and then stop at the gas station. And then once I got back here, I was kind of doing stuff with the dogs and everything. And so now here we are. I always get the notification 5 minutes later. Yeah, I think the thing is, if I had the ability, like, I need to somehow contact somebody at PlayStation. Between PlayStation and YouTube, this needs to happen. Like, I need the ability, like on the PC, where y'all can go there and be like, hey, I'm going to go live on, let's say, the 7th of February at 9 a.m. You can put that on there, and that shows a little, you got your little placeholder card there, and everybody can, like, click the notifications on button, right? I can't do that with the PC. I tried to set it up, like, I went to the PC and set it up, like, I just was trying, and I was like, hey, maybe I could do it this way. So I tried to put it down as, like, oh, I have this coming up, that way y'all could see it on, throughout the week, like, oh, he's gonna have his live. But then when I went live, it was still showing that, like, thing sitting there on the PC, so I had to, like, delete it a long time. Yeah, anyway. So, yeah, I stopped doing that. I just hope that everybody realizes I go on at noonish, and, I try to make posts on, like, X. I never really get on Discord that often, because it's just not, I don't know. I tried to get onto Discord at first, but, like, I see a few posts here and there, and I react to them and stuff like that, but it's just not, the same as, like, say, X. I've been getting some good engagement lately on X. I've been having fun with that. Facebook I use for, like, friends and family and everything, like, that's the way to stick around, to keep in contact with my friends and family and everything like that, is Facebook. And, yeah, it's just, as far as that goes, I need to start using Discord a lot more. Like, I really should. I really should. Like, I know I have the my little channel on there, and people can go on there and post. They got videos and stuff. Tim uses it when he's getting people ready for his videos and such. So as you can see, I just bought another piece of land here. I still have 4 more to go. I'm just gonna wait until the point of needing them, I guess. Like, I don't even think I'm really gonna do anything on this side of Mount Colubo, but I might. That's why it's there. I mean, I don't know. Anyway, I bought this little piece of land up here because what I'm trying to do is we've done, like, you know, everything I've wanted to do, I should say, over here. Got the city going. It's looking really good. Let me go fix this problem real quick. It's looking really, really good over here. And, I mean, just spectacular. The city is growing really well. We've got 216,000 plus citizens in the city now. Fix this little issue too. You know, we've got all of our, you know, single level homes and stuff. And then we got a couple of, like, 3 to 4 level homes and stuff over here, like apartment style places, small apartments. Then we've got, of course, going into our city and everything like that, just kind of breaking across the water. And I'm going to be continuing that trend over here because I'm really trying to go for that 1 million citizens. And, I mean, it looks like we may have to go around this side of Colubo at one point, at least right into here, to possibly get that. Possibly even doing some stuff on this side of this hill here from Coconut Heights. So, I don't know. But for now, as you can see, bought this property here. You're not using it, huh? Well, I don't know. I don't go along with all the trends of one side or the other. I just like the fact that when I get on there, I do get engagement from people, especially like lately. I've been trying to get more engagement from the Pokemon community. As you can see, I've been placing a lot of the Pokemon card videos up and stuff. And there seems to be a pretty good community on there. And it really, I don't know, maybe it's just because I have that ability to seek out other members on there, of the community, I should say, on there easier. Like, I could just type in Pikachu or Pokemon in the search bar, and then you get the ability to bring up posts and people and, you know, new posts and all these different things related to it, because they still kept a really good core part of the original Twitter there. I mean, if you've ever really used the original Twitter, they still kept a pretty good core part of it with that, like where you search and it brings all that up, and I really like that about it. Like I said, with Facebook, I don't really use it for a lot of stuff other than just keeping up with family. I got so sick of losing friends over, like real friends over politics. You know what I mean? Like, if I was to lose a viewer over politics, like, that would suck, but it wouldn't affect me personally. Whereas, like, losing a family member, you know, talking to a family member versus talking to a really good friend that I grew up with, went to school with, all that type of stuff, like, that sucks. And so, like, Facebook, like I said, I stopped using it really, but I use it occasionally to, like I said, keep up with people and stuff. So first thing we wanted to do is make sure Spruce Park actually has spruce. Oh man, right, we got Cedar Heights. I understand that. So, you know, that is kind of interesting, you know, bringing that up right there. We got Cedar Heights over here. There is not, I guess Woodland Hills has the only, look at that, they're not even pine trees. I thought there was pine trees in here. There's no pines in this. There's not a single cedar on this at all. No spruces, nothing. I gotta fix that. I gotta go, like, Willow Square. Willow Square. Do we have any willows in this game at all on the vanilla? I don't think we even do. Let's see. Sugar maple, yew, pine, Corsican pine, palm, flower tree, giant redwood, green tree, bamboo, shrub, palm plant, palm tree, large bush, small bush. I gotta look into these bushes. Those could be useful. Oak, umbrella, thorn, flame, bo. We got our generic pine. all the palms and stuff that I have been using, I don't see any cedars at all. So why, or even like, I don't get that. Why would you give me names like Willow Square, Cedar Heights, and I can't even use those trees? Alright, let's get back to the regular game and all that. So what I want to do today is I want to really kind of take this area that as I'm preparing for it to get it used to or ready for stuff. Like, surprisingly, I have a real need for industry. So during my build, my test build, it really wasn't too many days of it. During the test build, I kind of had like not really a lot going off on that, so I'm not sure why. Maybe this airport's really starting to pick up. I didn't really have a lot of have it on play too long either, so that could be part of the issue. But the housing, the business, they don't really pick up too much. So I wanted to start preparing this area for stuff like that. Get a new train station set up over here. We can come over here, and since it needs it, we can go ahead and start. This actually kind of, I realized in my test build was wrong. I built this wrong. I got to get in roads. We can get rid of these. They shouldn't be connecting into the 6-lane roads like that. They should only be connecting into the 4-lane roads. Let's go ahead and grab these. Like that. And, oops, right there to that. So, that was wrong the way I had it set up going into the 6th lane. I need to reset that. So, and then I've got this area up here. So what I'm going to do is just to kind of cover that orange that showed up. Like I said, I don't know why it shows up now when I'm on video. But in my test build, I don't. Maybe I did see it and I did something and I just don't remember. Who knows. But we're going to go ahead, throw a few of these down. Let that build up. It has a need for it. The business is going to kind of go back and forth. We have spots over here that are just still available, and it's going to build up. And then we have some couple of spots. Oh, I guess it filled in already. I was letting it play before I went live, and so it looks like it was already filling in. Huh. So what I can do now then, I guess, is I want to put a couple of small businesses on this side with the train station. We'll come back in a little bit and add in some like trees and foliage and other stuff like that around there, make it look good. Industry. Yes, we're gonna plant some trees down here like that. Oh. So I want to throw a couple of smaller businesses. I think it'll look good. We'll throw, like I said, we'll just kind of decorate this area. Second. We'll throw some trees and stuff around in here. And with the businesses popping up with the like size of that train station and a few of the buildings around it, I think it'll actually look good. Even with taller buildings on this other side of the 4-lane road there and stuff like that. So that's not where I wanted to go. I'm going to go here. Let's do a couple of quick just drops of some trees in here. That's all going to be businesses. We'll wait until this in between the roads build up there with businesses, and then we'll add in, like, for instance, like right here, I bet I could totally put a tree. Like, that's going to probably be all right. But let's go with a few more. Make it look good. We got rocks and stuff. We can probably throw some rocks down. We don't want the area to seem like off at all, you know what I mean? Like, these are only leafy trees, I just realized too. We don't want our area to seem off at all, you know what I mean? Like, if there's rocks on this side of the train tracks, why would it be barren of them on this side? So we'll get a couple going. I wanted one right there. Why did you not do that? There we go. Throw one in right there too, next to that business, and then on this side of the bus station. Actually, I could throw a couple of trees in. I just realized I have a taxi stop right there. That's going to allow for plenty of trees, plenty of bushes, plenty of grass, and quite possibly a rock or two. Yes, look at David Bushes. Oh, man. Let's get some grass over here. We got to get the grass down before the rocks because the rocks build better on the grass instead of the grass on the rocks. It's just something weird. Has to do with the way the game wants to work and play for me, but hey, I'm down for it. I'm cool. It's cool. It's cool. It's cool. Alright. Like that. A little bit here in the corner. I'm not going to put anything here. I might leave the power cables, power lines there and stuff like that. That'd be kind of cool looking, I guess. It'll work. Throw down some more bushes on this side. Get them kind of close into the grass even sometimes. Try and get this as close to the stuff as possible too. Like if I go like this, like that's as close as it's gonna let me get, like right there. But if I look at it like this, from an angle, like I can even get under the power lines like that. So if you're ever looking for you want to get really tight inside of there, really just kind of make things a little more realistic, and it's giving you trouble looking at it like this, obviously. Just kind of give it a good little, just a different point of view, And, I'd also have to say that sometimes that's how we have to observe life too, is just give it a different point of view. I need to do that myself more often. I get way too angry when I'm driving, and I'm one of those road raging assholes that shouldn't be on the road. I'm being 100% honest. I don't, like I should totally, I've been trying lately. I've been trying to like totally change that, like change the style of music I'm listening to, seeing if that helps. Which it does occasionally. Like if I turn on something like this new band I found recently, they're called the Red Clay Strays. Oh my god, the Red Clay Strays. Let me see if I can find like an album cover so I can show it on my little picture over here on the left. But the Red Clay Strays have been one of the greatest bands I have found recently. Like, if you like Chris Stapleton's voice, like that musician Chris Stapleton from country, and you like his voice, the Red Clay Strays are gonna blow your damn mind. Like, hold on a second here. I gotta... So... Oh, it's not gonna show on my phone. But this album right here is barely starting to show it. You'll just see them kind of standing across the front with some trees behind them, the Red Clay Strays. Absolutely freaking amazing music. If you love really good guttural country music, like I said, like that sound like Chris Stapleton has, with a mix of gospel, definitely check out Red Clay Strays. Like, absolutely amazing. Absolutely. Alright, let's throw a little bit more in here. Let's get some bushes on this side. We don't have any bushes over here. Throw them down over here. Get a couple under the bridge here with the grass. I wouldn't recommend music to y'all if it wasn't good. I'm not going to be all like, hey, you got to go check out Tekashi 69, because Tekashi 69 is terrible. Terrible. Absolutely. I wouldn't do that to you. But somebody like the Red Clay Strays, even Chris Stapleton, like if you've never heard of Chris Stapleton, I'd be amazed. Like, that guy is obviously one of the biggest artists out there, in my opinion, at least. Voice is just amazing. I mean, heck, I would even recommend, like, Imagine Dragons, and that's, like, something you probably wouldn't even expect me to be listening to when I talk about the music I do. So, do I have a dash cam? I do. I actually do. I bought the dash cam that I have. I bought the specific one. It has the camera that goes forward, and it has a camera that I can move around, and it records sound. And I thought to myself when I bought this one, that's going to help me stay more on point, because if I'm freaking out on camera and something happens, then I'm obviously the one to blame, right? Nope, doesn't help. Does not help. But I do have a dash cam. I keep the sound recording off, and I keep the camera turned away from me. It turns backwards. And the only time that camera moves is if I get pulled over and I turn that camera around and the cop goes, I just want you to know that you're being recorded for your safety and mine. And I go, hey, you know what? You are too. And I point to my camera that's pointed at him. Oh, because I'm a dummy. But it doesn't help. It does not. But I'll tell you what, I am trying. I am trying hard lately to really change those things. I think it's just, I don't want to be that guy that has a heart attack, on the side of the road like an idiot, because I freaked out that somebody was going slow. And it's stuff that does pop up in my mind, and I need to think about it. So, if somebody actually had a good point the other day. It was that song, it's a country song, and it talks about getting a phone call at 3 a.m. because somebody got in a car accident. And no, I don't want to do that to my parents. So, alright, so we'll get a couple more rocks in here. I want to get a couple over here. I think this is a good spot because we got this little area that's like unkempt area underneath the bridge. It's just perfect to kind of throw these under here. That's why it doesn't help, because you're supposed to get yourself in there too. I know! And I can turn the camera so it doesn't help. Plus, I just get so angry. So angry sometimes. Like, I'm like, oh my god. What I really need to do is, like, find a dirt road. It takes me like 3 hours to get home, but it's a dirt road nobody takes, and that would be ideal for me. Absolutely ideal. Oh man, as sad as that is to say, I'm 100% telling the truth there. Like, I really, in order to be able to like enjoy my drive home and not freak out, I just need that like road that nobody touches. It stinks because there was this road I still take it obviously, but there's this road I would take and nobody else touched it. It absolutely was the best. Like, nobody else drove on this section of road except for city buses, because the city bus garage is right off to the right here. But you go through this light, and as soon as you go through the light, you have the Coca-Cola factory. Then there's the city bus garage. The Coca-Cola factory lets their trucks out on the other road at the light there. So the city buses, the only ones that would usually take this. And I would take it, and then you go around this little turn, and you end up at a light. And you make a left, and you're on the highway, and it's like, bam, straight shot to my house. And it was the best. And then apparently everybody saw me using it. And now it's over with. Like, everybody and their mother uses this road for some reason, and now it's amazing to me, and how this has turned around. Like, because everybody now uses the road that I was using in the first place that was blank. Like I said, I had a city bus once in a while, and the turn lane to go left to get to the high, because you could turn left right there, and like 100 feet down is another light, and you turn right and you're on the highway. And I would skip that because it was always so crowded with cars. And now that left turn, I think I'm going to start using it, because that left turn to go to the highway right there has like 3 cars in the lane, whereas the lane I always get in now has like 100 cars. So it's time to switch back to the original route there, I guess. I think it's funny, I got into some decorating here because I got into talking about stuff. And the decorating was not even the point of today's episode. I like totally had like roads planned out that I wanted to throw down. I'm trying to make sure this tree like lands on the dirt. There we go. And not in a cement area. See, I like waiting till buildings pop in like this and then going ahead and throwing down the trees. That one kind of got screwed over. I don't want to change it. I think it's all right. It's all right. There's a little bit of concrete there, but it's okay. But yeah, I like how, like, you know, waiting for these little areas like this to pop up. Like, the buildings are in now. It's not going to change. I can get these trees in here and some bushes and stuff like that. And it's going to make this area look used and livable and stuff like that. So I just enjoy doing that. It's something I'll do on my private games. Like, I got my Test City. I haven't shown anybody Test City in, like, ages. But I have Test City. And Test City, I just sit there and I'll go on for, like, ever. Just sitting there doing stuff like this. Just trying to make stuff look good. Make areas look good. Let's go up here to these rocks. Trying to figure out how to fit the rocks in like that. Things, you know, things of that nature. Get it? Nature. Yeah. Total uncle joke. All right. And another one there. And let's go ahead and throw like a rock here and there. I wish I could choose the size of the rocks. Like, push a button, like click the A button or something, and it would let me choose the size of the rocks. That'd be great. The traffic helps it looks used too. Yeah, there we go. Alright, maybe that's too many rocks. Nah, I don't care. You never have too many rocks, right? Never. Oh, you know what I should do? I think over here deserves a rock formation. Let's do something like this. And then we'll throw in this one. But I want to get rid of the small rock. We'll hide it. Oh, I see what's going on. Train tracks in my way. We'll hide the small rock and get these, like, there we go, like that. I love being able to, like, being able to combine the rocks and make new formations. It's always nice. They're not always, like, you know, gonna come out 100% different than the last one, but it still looks good. Gotta add in some trees for the ones we're eaten up by the rocks. I was saving. I thought it was gonna let me put a tree right there. And some bushes. Alright. Looking spectacular. Spectacular if I don't say so myself. Alright. So now that we made that area look good, and in that whole time, Amita's wasting time building that. It never fixed the the need for industrial or business. Oh man, whatever. I'm gonna let everything else continue to work on itself. Like I don't need to work on it. It'll be fine. What I want to work on is preparing this darn corner because I had a cool train station set up in here. Oh my gosh! All right, I love the way I had it. So what I'm gonna do is go ahead and get this going now because I thought it was cool. I wanted this area to like be set up and ready to go for buildings and everything as it came into this zone, I guess. So we'll just stretch this. We'll connect into it in a moment, but we just need to stretch it out, get it along where I want it to be. I want to make sure it's that 90 degrees. then that's good. This side I had a little bit of fun with. It wasn't quite as normal as everything else has been. It was a little more like, okay, so I'm not going to cross over right here. I'm going to let this stay the way it is. So what I want to do, hold on, I'm going to do this now real quick. Got to bring this 4-lane up. To here. And then we're going to delete these roads out. And now on this side, go back to the 6-lane, because what I want to do is I'm going to connect. Oh, I better check out the zoning. Freeform. I'm going to bring this along the tracks for just a moment. Now I'm going to start bringing it away from the tracks just a little bit. There we go. That worked out. And then I want to bring this down, and I'm going to connect it back in right here. So I'm going to have this 4-way intersection that like connects in kind of weird here. But until traffic actually like showing me any issues of stress in this area, I think I'm going to leave it alone. It's possibly going to happen because I have these 4 lanes coming together right here, the 6-lane going across, and now I have 2 6 lanes coming together right here, and then a 4-lane. So there is a very, very good chance that we're going to have traffic issues here. But, until... I was seeing if it would, like, do something with that. But until I see anything, I'm just going to leave it alone. Because in all reality, what I want to do is basically my thought process was that this 6-lane would split and come this way around the track. But at the same time, there would be a 6-lane on this side of the track that would, you know, continue on with this part of the city. So the track itself splits this area and splits the road, right? That's the way I was thinking of it. So I don't know. That's just the way I wanted it to be. It looks good, and for the time being, we're going to get rid of a couple of these now. Like I said, we're just preparing this. I haven't been able to truly see if the major function of this area is going to work out or not, but so far, so good. Let me make sure this comes up here. I'm not a big fan of following the edge of the city with these roads like this, but I want to make sure I have as much room used as possible for like housing and everything like that for the city parts. So where bring this up just slightly, and we'll just curve this into it. Why are you not giving me any damn lines? Come on. Oh, this is so frustrating. And then I'm going to have to obviously fix. Oh, Cheez-Its and crackers already. Road guidelines should be on. They're on. Look at that. I don't know why it wouldn't do that for me. All right. Oh, man. All right, let's go ahead and adjust this right now while I'm thinking about it. This needs to go down, kind of connect into that hill on the back there, the darkish area. Now this, oops, just like that. There we go. Now this side, I want to enlarge the growth of the dirt and make the hill come off of the street. Doo-doo-doo. We need to get these lines a little straighter through here. So what I do for this is I have it on like the lightest strength possible, the biggest, because right now I just want it to take up as much land as possible. And now for this spot, I want to bring this line in a little, so I'll shrink the area there that I'm going to adjust. Now that I've got, like, see how the lines are kind of almost even all the way across right there for the stuff. Now I come in here with the smaller one and really just kind of do the minuscule work of bringing this up. And just light taps. Like, you see how, like, that landscaping cost just barely shows up? It's because I'm just lightly tapping it. Nice. All right, that one actually worked out pretty good. Came out better than what I had in my test. So, the reason I did this, I connected it around in a loop like this. Now it's going to connect back. So, when I was paying attention, just looking at the roads, messing around with it, I noticed that as I connected back into this 6-lane road, it comes this way. Now, it connects right there. Like, we can take this right-hand turn on the 4-lane and get to that 6-lane, but it goes underneath. They don't actually connect to each other. So that's why I figured that wouldn't be a bad idea to have it just kind of go like that, you know? Like, just like the way it was. To me, it seemed aesthetically pleasing, I guess. So now what we'll do is go in here. Oops, back to the roads, grab our 4 lanes. We're going to finish these. I want to make sure that zoning. Got always double check the zoning. That has the weirdest damn bugs in this. So get this there. Now we can add in. Actually, this technically should be a 4-lane like that, but it's on the edge. And it, I'm not sure I do. Okay, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to put the road in here where I want it, right here. And as much as I like, not really a big fan of connecting into the 6 lanes, I think what I could do is that. And then that's going to leave. Okay, yeah. Okay, I've got a good idea. I really didn't get to mess around with this. I was just going to go in basic when I was playing around with it in test mode there, but I think if we're going to step away from basic at this point and actually go into full production here, let me clean this up. I can have my 4-lane that is going to allow our small roads to connect through here, through this area. And this section here, this will allow the vehicles to go at a faster speed, obviously. Get around instead of having to turn. But this area, we could we could do something with parks, businesses even. Just be a small area that's used for parks or businesses or something. So when I did this in the test build, I actually did have the 4-lane going up through here. And then it was like, it just turned into the 6-lane. And I kind of don't like that idea anymore. So yeah, I don't want to do that. I do want to get rid of stoplights. Those are going to be all over the dang place. And they screw with traffic. Screw diddly-oo. Alright, double check. Yeah. Oh, there. Get that. Clean that up. Clean that up. Got all these darn stoplights. That's the only thing that sucks, like, about the vanilla version on the console is they never, you know, gave us a good way to, like, deal with traffic. And I am like, hey guys, you know, why don't you just adapt Traffic Manager mod to the console here for us? I mean, you haven't given us City Skylines 2 yet, and it's been out for, like, over a year now, right? It's been about a year, over a year. And, yeah, we still have yet to see City Skylines 2 on the console, so give us frickin' Traffic Manager mod. Holy shiitake mushrooms. I can't believe it. Like, I want to go to Sweden or wherever the hell their frickin' offices are and just be like, look, let's just sit down and have a true heart-to-heart talk right now, okay? This is about City Skylines 1 for the console, because you won't give us City Skylines 2? Let's just get Traffic Manager. You could make every single... Oh my god, you don't even know how many people in the entire world of City Skylines, the entire world that plays City Skylines, if they would put Traffic Manager mod on the frickin' vanilla version, just for consoles alone, would blow people's minds. Like, they would have, like, it would just, City Skylines 1 would go back on, like, people would buy it again. Like, they would make money on City Skylines 1 if they would just add Traffic Manager mod into the game. They could even make money on the game if they added it into vanilla across the board. Go ahead, put it on vanilla PC, City Skylines 1. New sales all over the place, right? I don't think I'm wrong about this. I think I should make a little 1-minute quick video after I'm done with this and this is processed, and then send it directly to the people that make City Skylines, right? And be like, hey, y'all, here's the thought process for you. I have a tweet on X, or X post, whatever you want to call it, on X, to them, that to this day, that thing is like months and months and months and months old. Like, actually, it's probably a year old, since it was about City Skylines 2, wanting City Skylines 2 to come out on console. And all it is just asking for Traffic Manager mod to make it up to us, and it still gets likes to this day. On an old post of theirs, my reply to them still gets likes to this day. Yet no Traffic Manager mod. No Traffic Manager. Just make it up to us. We don't have City Skylines 2. Just make it up to us. That's all we want. It's the only thing we want. The only thing. I'm not lying. I could put a poll out there if it would get around. I could put a poll out there. Do you play City Skylines 1 on console? And then, of course, all the people that answered yes, I would go to them. Now, what is the one mod you want more than anything to be added to the game? And I would say Traffic Manager, the one mod, the Move It, right? Move It mod, so we can move it anything anywhere. And what would be another good one? Well, I can't think of another good one right now, but between the two of them, guaranteed Traffic Manager mod across the board would win. Move It would have votes. It would have votes. People would love to have Move It in this game, but Traffic Manager mod, number one. Guaranteed. Guaranteed. So I screwed up. I just realized this road right here can't be attached. This one actually is one of the ones I want to have go across the train tracks and everything like that. So what I'm going to do is rise that up, go over, and then drop that down. I thought this was just a good way to have traffic get back and forth through there. Like, it's not going to hopefully not cause too much traffic through here, but you know, the ability for people who live in this area and stuff like that to get back and forth between a business or something like that is what I'm looking for here. Now, these obviously, you can tell if you're looking at it the way I am, aren't going to line up perfectly, and I do not give a schnoz. So we're going to go ahead and just connect them the way they stand or sit. See how it's got a little bit of that slight angle to it? Doesn't bother me. We're not building any buildings off of it anyway. These ones, however, will go like that, this way. That one was at an angle already. It's going at that 87 degrees. I want this at 90. And it's not going to let me. There we go. I don't know why I was having problems there. Space already occupied. What in the frickin' what? All right, we'll stop there because this is where this is where the train station's going on this area. So, and then we already have, like, you know, it skips this road and then goes to this one, which crosses over. So, and then we cross over here and we get back into everything there. So that should be perfect. As far as this goes, because these are different roads here, I'm obviously not going to connect the two of them, and then I have them so close and tight to the train track there. Now this side, what I'm going to eventually do, and we can kind of lay down the foundation for it. Oops. Which is basically just kind of flowing off of here. Oh wait. Totally screwed that up. There we go. And then we'll just block one side of housing on that. We'll go ahead and bring in the 4 lanes, but I'm going to leave zoning on them. Or no, those are 6 lanes, so I'm going to turn them into 4 lanes. But with leaving zoning on them. But save. Just so annoying sometimes. Okay, then we'll go back to this. So everything will get built off of that. Not sure which side. I think this side I would rather keep the, there we go. Oops. So depending on how you lay the roads down occasionally, it'll change, like, so I wanted to make sure there was 4 squares off of this road to the right here. That's why I also, like, you know, I placed my circle because it shows me where I'm placing everything above them. But I knew I was going to be breaking into these 4 squares, so one of the two, either this side or this side, was going to lose, like, a, you know, size-wise. So you just got to be, like, when you're choosing stuff like that, if you're trying to, like, plan things out a certain way, you got to make sure that when you lay stuff down, you're choosing where you want that to happen. So, like, I wanted the shorter buildings to kind of be in the center of these roads here. Or not shorter, but, you know, smaller buildings. Whereas over here, I wanted the larger of them. So, it's the way I like to lay that down. So now what I can do, though, is come in here. This is going to change a few things up, and that's just dropping these roads in like this. Like, some buildings might end up the same, but some buildings might change. Like right here, for instance, it just did that. See where it's got the 4 right here off of this road. So if you don't want weird changes like that, then you're going to have to, like, obviously adjust your roads to work properly the way for how you want them to go in there like that. So now I don't want to connect. I could connect out here to the 4-lane, but I don't want to. I want these 4 lanes to kind of be the feeder into these areas, and then the edge. Actually, this edge one, we can make this a 4-lane also. Or the larger 4-lane, because I guess I am using 4-lane in the roads there, but go like that. And that's going to help this outside edge just kind of be its own separate community from everything that's going to go this way. I already started placing some roads through there, huh? Didn't even think about that. Okay, so... Oh, my watch is about to die. I forgot to charge it this morning. Just a second. I got to throw my watch on the charger. It's going to take me just a moment. Okay, no, okay. Yeah, I, you know, the weirdest thing is I've been wearing for years and years now, a couple of years now, like at least 4 or 5 years. And I've been wearing it over this weird old tattoo of mine. But I feel naked when I don't have a watch. I went to work one day and I forgot to grab my watch on my way out of the house because I'll set it on the countertop as I'm making my coffee and everything. I'm getting ready for the day. And I forgot to grab it off the counter one day. And I go to work, and I spent the whole day looking at my tattoo like, where's my watch? And I have to reach in my pocket and do that whole rigmarole of pulling my phone out to look at the time. It's just so frustrating. No, but really, honestly, like, I grew up loving a watch, and I got plenty of time. I know. I grew up... I always loved having a watch and stuff as a kid. My parents would always purchase me watches, every other birthday or so. I remember one of my favorite ones growing up was this watch I had. It had like a dome on it. And then inside was a little plane that would fly around. That was so cool. And there was like clouds and stuff that would move with the second and the minute hand. I always loved that watch. I wish I still had it. It's probably worth money these days, to be honest. So let's see here. So now in here, like I said, I really, really want to bring in a train station for this area. And this is like a perfect spot for it, the way I have everything laid out. So what I want to do is just go ahead, like how I did over here, where I gave this station its own little separate road and then a couple of businesses. I'm going to do the same thing right there. And but I want to make sure that I'm putting in enough space for it. So we're going to go take a look at our train stations. I used a basic one, this elevated train station last time, but I was considering... There's this other one I like, and I never took a look at it to see if it would work. And it's this one, the old market station. Maybe not. Let me look. That might be it. But I was thinking one that has like stores on it, and I think it came from maybe it's this one? No. It came from the shucks, why can't I think of it? So here's the old market station. That is with the trains. It came with the DLC with the walkable cities, I believe. So let me look through here. And see. Just to see, there's the historical one. This one came with the stadiums. That one's cool because it's like this, got that cool underground look, which would work, but like I'm not into that. There's the ROJs. I love using the ROJ stations. I got some nice ones. The metro terminal, small ground station, elevated station. Where are you? It's like stores. I don't even know why I can't find it right now. My brain is on dead right now. And it's probably my own fault. Because I didn't get a lot of sleep last night. And then I'm drinking now, so you know how that can kind of go sometimes. Like a dumbass, you can do that stuff. So maybe it is. I swear it came with plazas and promenades, but maybe I'm wrong. Elevated dual island, bypass. Well, I guess we'll just check this one. I wish I could go to my other game and see. I want the ones that has the stores in it, but that, I swear, that is not the one that I want. I'm just maybe I'm gonna brain fart about this, but oh, I know what I'm thinking of. Shit, this is what I'm thinking of. It's the elevated metro with shops. This one right here. It's a metro station. Ooh. Oh, I just had a good idea. Oh, man. Okay, we have metro. We have metro lines in the city. Okay. No, not there. I'm pretty sure we have metro lines in the city. I am almost pretty sure we have metro. Yeah, there we go. We do. Okay. And they go to this, but it's only trains that come across the water on this side. So we have no metro lines on this side yet. Oh, I love it when I have a good idea like this, especially, yeah. I love it when I have a good idea like this when I'm on, video like this, because you have a good idea and you do it in your test city and you're like, oh, that's so great, and you're all excited about it. And then I do it on the video and I'm like, oh yeah, here we go, we're doing this. And it just kind of rolls along through the video. I absolutely love having just a good idea like this while on video, because now you can see my thought process, how excited I get about this stuff. Because yeah, it's like all of a sudden I just had the greatest idea. I'm going to add the metro station over here. Hold on a second. Have our metro now start utilizing metro on this side of the river. Now I don't know if I can get to the other side of the river without making an above ground line, obviously. And that's fine with me, because this is an above ground metro station that I want to put in. In my mind, I was sitting there, for some reason I was thinking that the train station itself had the stops, but it was this metro station. So, and as you can see, yes, it's the plazas and promenades. I knew I was right about something there. Oh, yes, but that is a great idea. Oh, I'm going to do it. So we're going to get our first metro station going over here. Right? My brain just, whoop. I should have that light bulb all of a sudden just, bing. We're going to get our first metro station on this side, and it's now going to get this is what's going to break out from here and break into the other areas and connect into the other side. And I absolutely love this. This is going to work out awesome. So we're going to get a road in here. So one thing I want to do, though, is we're going to go back up here to our train stations really quick. So that was our first step. The first train station I used was this the basic one. This one right here, the elevated one. I like this one. But I think now I'm going to change that because we have the elevated metro coming in. But I want to do something like this. We got the old market station. You know, let's play around for a second here. We got time. We got plenty of time. We could play around with this. It wants it to be placed roadside, so I need a road through here. Let's go ahead and place our road. Let's just finagle around, come up with a good spot for a road. Straight line. Let's have a little bit of room between this road and the 6th lane, I guess. That way we could put trees or anything in there. A bus station. Stop that. Don't do that curve. We don't like that. We'll stop there. We'll take up as much of this area as possible because I do want to put some businesses and such in there. So, I got to be careful here because we got 2 main road connections right there. So I think what I want to do is go ahead and do this. I'm going to come out of the center here and curve in. And of course the bug has to bite. Yeah, that way it's not too close to the other. I mean, it's in the middle of the 2 intersections, but it's not like right on top of it on one of the other intersections there. Because there will hopefully, not maybe, this is a hopefully be a lot of traffic coming out of this area. I want this to be widely used. If we're going to have the metro coming in here now, I did have the plans of this being the train station to people getting around that way, but now if we're going to have a metro coming in here, I really want plans of this being used widely. So this side, however, this can go pretty much anywhere on this. It does not like connecting in like that. So let's see where the earliest connection it'll let me have is right there. That works for me. That works. All right, now let's go ahead and take a look at our metro. No, I think I'll go with the train station first. I want to see what this station looks like. We're going to have to obviously change the train tracks up here just slightly. Maybe not. Now let's grab our metro station here. Make it... Yes, let's place them away from each other a little bit. It's probably a smart idea. You know, if we do this right, this might turn out really freaking good. Yeah, alright, we're going to go with this. This is probably going to turn out really, really nice. So, I think in the middle here, I want to have businesses. So, obviously, the track for the metro is going to end right here. But this side... Let's grab our metro line. Oops, our metro line. It's a steep drop, but... Ooh, that is a steep damn drop. Hold on, let's see if we can't adjust that. You know, maybe the smart idea here would be to go... Yeah, honestly, when I get ideas like that, it actually makes me really happy to have ideas like that on camera instead of off, because there's so many times that I've had these really great ideas and I'm like, all of a sudden I'm like, I did that while I was in my test city, and now I'm like not happy with that because I wanted everybody to see how excited I was about that, and I was excited about this, and you got to see that. It's great. That is much better. That is a much, much better transition right there. It has that quick little, like, flat and then down again, but I don't think I can exactly... I don't think it gives you the ability to go... Oh, maybe it does. Let's see what we got here. Okay, if I'm looking at this right, now you see above the 62 on the construction cost, it's kind of light green right there. Now if I move this forward, see how it turns into a slightly darker green? But the train tracks, or the tracks I should say, the metro tracks, aren't sitting on top of that. You can see them to the right though, so it makes it a little darker green over there to the right. So I'm imagining that that is a flat area that I don't want. So if I go back a space, that is going to give me the transition down underground from this bridge all the way underground proper. So let's click the X button here. And I was wrong. It still has the quick little flat zone right there, but hey, it still looks good. I'm not going to complain. You know, it's got to go down into the tunnel somehow, I guess. I really do wish I could, like, see, and this is where the Move It mod obviously would come in handy. You could make it to where it is a straight shot down into the tunnel, but I would still rather have the traffic manager. Still would much rather have traffic manager. So, alright, now we've got the start of that. We're not going to take that track out anywhere yet. We don't have anywhere to go quite yet. We'll figure it out very, very soon here. In fact, what we can do is we've got a couple of different, like, small stations here. This is the easiest one to use, is the underground metro station. It's super tiny. It'll fit in. Let's find a quick square. I mean, it'll fit in on, like, 2 squares. Bam, like that. 2 by 2. You can basically fit this thing anywhere. Then you've got your parallel one, which fits on a single square by 3 squares. That's not too bad either. But it has 2 tracks coming in. And unless you're, like, sending stuff out to different areas, it's not really that useful. You have your large underground, which, again, 2 tracks. Let's find a quick spot. There we go. But they go completely opposite directions of each other. One's a little bit lower. So this is the station. I mean, this one too, these metro stations like this. But this is the station I prefer to use most of the time. However, since this is a fresh idea, I just was thinking, what if we use this one, the parallel one, somewhere in here? So say you got off the train. No, I think over here. Over here, yeah. So instead of the train, you would have the option of grabbing this for your ride instead. So it's going to destroy businesses right there. I'm trying to avoid, like, destroying as much as possible. One business, I could approve of that, but I don't like the way the tracks are sitting. So let's look on this side. I think I like that a lot more. So we're going to go with this. I want that centered on there, though. Oh, our business is gone. We're out of here on our bicycles. Really quick, since looks like I can. Yes! I was like, it looks like I could put some trees in here, and I would totally want to do it. And it lets me, so I am totally gonna do it. Actually, I'm gonna put a bush right there. That is a spot for a bush if I've never seen one. Nice. Okay, cool. That worked out. I love it when things work like that. Probably combine all 4 train tracks at the new station. Oh, yes, absolutely. 100%. Like, what I plan on doing is this right here. Let's go ahead and jump on that. See, it's a little off. It's really close to that road on the right, but I had an idea. And we'll see if it works. If it doesn't, we'll adjust. So, not like that. Come on now. We'll come out just a little bit, and then we'll bring it down. Oops. Like that. Bring each of these out. That one like that. Oof. Oof. Nope, don't like that. So... since I got plenty of room back here, let's go ahead and just bring these all down. I think I might be doing this right. Let's see. Nope, maybe I'm not. Ooh, I might have a problem right there. Might have a problem right there. Let's see, what can we come up with? Maybe... that's not too bad. It's slightly shorter than the other 3, but that's actually not too bad. I think I could go with that. I really do. All right, hold on a second. So what I'm going to do here really fast. Let's go to the cinematic camera, and I'm going to disappear for half a second because I have to use the little boy's room. Give me a moment. That's a bumpy ride. Sure is. Alright, I'm back. Thank you for waiting a moment. I'm sure this was intriguing to watch. I also took half a second to run over to the kitchen and grab myself a Sprite. You know what I'm really excited about? You know what I am really, really excited about? Since I drink, heavily drink like stuff like sodas and such. What in the world is going on there? Anyway, they banned Red Dye 40. Red Dye 40? I think that's what it is. Red Dye 40, right? The petroleum-based red dye. It's banned. I don't know what that does right away, because, like, obviously I could go to the store and buy Fruit Loops, and it's going to have Red Dye 40 in it. But in the future, that's gone. That is a chemical that is bad for human bodies. I am 100% with that. So glad they did that. So I am hoping to God. This is just one thing I have. Let's not really get political here, but I have one political thought. It's just going that way because this is in my mind. RFK, for the love of God, please make soda use real sugar again. I want sodas like they make in Mexico. The real sugar isn't as bad for you. Maybe we could use coconut sugar in these sodas, for instance. Coconut sugar would be an amazing thing to use in soda because it is actually good for diabetic people, right? Anyway, just throwing that out there. So glad that they got rid of Red Dye 40. It's not going to go away right away because it's still in so much stuff that's already been produced and is out there in the marketplace. But within the next, I expect a year or so, anything that's had Red Dye 40 in it is going to start disappearing. Chris has the best explanation ever right frickin' there. Oh, yes, David. The FDA actually banned it. They were like, oh, crap. Robert Kennedy Jr. might actually be the head of health stuff. And he's going to get on that immediately. So let's just look good for ourselves right away and get rid of that. I think that's what happened. I mean, there's a few things. Again, I try not to stay political on my channel, but there are quite a few things that I agree with Robert Kennedy on as far as our American food sucks. It is unhealthy, and we need to do something about it. 100%. I've agreed with that statement forever. So, but yes, red dye 40 has been banned by the FDA, the Food and Drug Administration. It is no longer allowed to be put into our food. So anybody who's producing food right now, there's probably going to be a time limit on that, where they're like, okay, it's banned, but you have until X date to figure out how to compromise and fix that, you know what I mean? Like, but that's going to, obviously, like I said, you're not gonna go into the store immediately and see Fruit Loops taken off the shelf. But very soon you will start seeing that. Like, one thing I really want them to get rid of is yellow number 5. It's something that's in Mountain Dew, and I absolutely, like, growing up, when I was a kid, I loved Mountain Dew. I loved Mountain Dew. It was my favorite drink. And I still, to this day, will go and get a Mountain Dew and drink it. I love Mountain Dew. But it sucks that they have that stuff like yellow number 5 in there and everything. And it's not good for you. It's not. And I really wish I would change. So, you know, again, I'm trying not to stay political here, but with the appointment of Robert Kennedy, I would really hope that, because he wants people to be healthy, you know, and I agree with that, so. $40 or $3? Hang on a second. Computer, what red dye was banned in America recently? Of course, Alexa doesn't know what I'm talking about. Whatever. Maybe I didn't ask the question right. Oh, it's like all my web pages are Pokemon stuff right now. What red dye was banned in America? 2024. Red number 3. It is red number 3. But see, red number 3, whatever it is, red number 3, it's made from petroleum. It's made from byproduct petroleum, and it's not good for human consumption. And I don't know why it's ever been approved for human consumption. And I'm not saying that, like, I haven't obviously eaten and drank red dye throughout the years of my life, but you know, this worked out way better than I was expecting. Holy smokes, this is looking great. Come on, go to the spot I want you to be. Maybe I need to go straight on this one, and then back to freeform. Oh, man. Oh, dude. Tell me that doesn't look good. I mean, this was totally offhand. The only thing I'm not really into right now is how the metro station's dead stops right there. I almost want to figure that out, but holy smokes, that train station came out looking damn good. I think so. Oh, yeah. The EU has banned all kinds of stuff. All kinds of stuff. Like, you don't have yellow 5. I have seen, like, candy and cereal from the Europeans, from the European Union, from EU, whatever you want to say, from anywhere in Europe, that has, you know, it uses, like, beets for red, it uses carrots for orange, it uses it uses actual vegetables and real product to make the colors in the food. And I'm like, why the freaking hell have we not done that in the United States? Like, that is the stupidest thing ever, that everywhere else in the world has banned all of these other things, and America's like, we're cool with unhealthy stuff. Like, that's the reason I stopped drinking Mountain Dew, because of the yellow number 5. I heard it was, like, bad for guy stuff. Guy stuff. Like, bad for guy stuff. Yellow 5. That's why I stopped drinking. It's the same as, like, trying to, like, don't get me wrong. Right here, like, I love soy sauce, but I don't eat a lot of soy product because it has phytoestrogen in it, which is why, like, after a woman gives birth, the doctor recommends eating a lot of soy product to a woman, right? Like, because it helps them rebuild the estrogen in their body. So, like, these are things I really wish I mean, I'm not that smart, but I really wish I could have some say in, like, hey, like, maybe guys shouldn't be eating a lot of soy product. Can we take that out of a lot of our foods, please? I don't know. Maybe I'm just being a conspiracy theorist. Ooh, it's working. Oh. Can I turn right now? If I could turn right now, I'm going to be so happy. It's not working the way I thought it was going to, but hold on. Oh, man, I don't really necessarily like the crossings across the roads. But at the same time, it's not that bad. Right, real sugar in your sodas. That's one thing that it bugs the snot out of me. Like, I love Sprite. I love all lemon lime soda is my favorite soda. Like anything lemon lime, Sprite, 7-Up, Starry. There's a bunch of other brands out there. But let me show you right now. It's carbonated water, high fructose corn syrup. Now, I'm not trying to say anything bad about the high fructose corn syrup, but in large amounts, it's not good for the human body. In small amounts, it's okay because our body can process small amounts. But there is 38 grams of sugar in here, and that's stupid of me to drink this, even though I do. I'm admitting right now I'm an idiot for drinking Sprite because there's too much high fructose corn syrup out there in it. Oh my god, as I take a sip of it. But when I go to like the Mexican food trucks in town and I buy myself some tacos and I get myself that Mexican Coca-Cola or that Mexican Sprite or that Mexican Fanta, it's so much better. It tastes better, and it's just like 4 ingredients: carbonated water, the flavoring, and like sugar, regular cane sugar. And like I said, if you have the ability to use coconut sugar as a replacement for cane sugar, it's way, 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 way better. I'm going to get rid of this train track. I don't like it. Coconut sugar, I use it in my coffee every single day. And I could add like 100 scoops of the coconut sugar to my coffee if I wanted to. And it's not going to affect me in the same way that it would affect somebody with regular, like, you know, using regular sugar. Let's go freeform on this. I want to try to make this, like, fit in here. Let's see. I think I did it. Nice. It's slightly steep right there, but I think I can live with that. Ah, I can totally live with that. Go the other way into the train tracks? That is a possibility. I mean, there's nothing under the station there. But I did like what I just did. So, I mean, you came up with that idea at the same time. Now this... we might split this station up. Might take it into two different directions. Like, take this one this way. Oh, there's trains. There's trains. I gotta get under the tracks there. Then, ooh, I'm gonna have to make this a long transition to make sure it's not super steep. And then let's go ahead and choose even just a basic metro station right here. No. Yeah, I can't wait though. I mean, honestly, I really want to see if RFK is going to stick through stick with his promises and really make America healthy again, right? Like, that's 100%. The only thing I care about at this moment in time is making sure that America gets to be a healthy nation again. See so many other countries out there, so many other countries, you know what I mean? Like, you see Europe, Canada, even Mexico. They use regular sugar in their soda. Like, why don't we? Why are we using high fructose corn syrup? Oh, it's the cheaper option. And it's stupid. It pisses me off, and we should stop doing that. So... let's turn our lines back on here. Our snapping options, because I think that's the only way I'm going to get this to fit in here properly. Ah! Doesn't even do that right. There we go. There we go. So what I was thinking is how this goes straight along there, right? Now, at any point in here, in these like 2-3 sections, we can break it off one way or another and add another station in, right? Or even two different directions and add 2 stations in. Then maybe go the other way. It was possible. I was thinking about it, but I really wanted to get back over there to this. Like, I wanted people to get to work. Is my thought process there. So, because the other thing is, I want to add a station in somewhere. I want to add 2 stations in, to be honest. I want to have one over here by Hyatt. So let's see here. What is that? We have a station at Hyatt. Did you see this? Look at it. There's already one here. We already planned on this. My brain worked for once. Holy shiitake mushrooms. So we can do this, come up here, and then we'll bring it in. Beautiful. And I think a good idea, just for future reference, would be to bring the track into a Y right here. There we go. A nice Y, that way they can get back and forth. Again, people going to work will run a train from this section to over there or something like that. Now, this, because there's two here, we obviously did the one with two areas. We can take this now, curve it, and bring it this way. I'm going to stop right there, actually, because somewhere in here between Belmont and Woodland, we can now add another station. I'm surprised with myself right now because I did not realize I had already pre-planned to bring the metro stations over here. I have one here in Hyatt Hills. Like, awesome. I'm so glad. I'm on point. You are probably totally right there, David. You're probably totally right about that. More profits to the people up top to use a cheaper substance than real sugar. You know, because sugar technically isn't grown here in the United States. It is not something that is easily grown here in the United States. Sugar cane is grown in like tropical types of areas and stuff like that. So obviously import costs are really getting to them when people are paying $10 for a frickin' 12-pack of soda. Oh, God. Why do I pay so much for this shit that's killing me? Okay. Let's get back into it. I really enjoy that this game gives you so many like options to think and move and use, and you know, I could go so basic and just use roads, but then I'd have just hard traffic everywhere, and I hate traffic. Personally, I hate traffic. So I try to build my city in a way that just gets rid of traffic problems. That's why I build the bus stations the way I do and such, you know? Like, so hold on. Let's get in here, back over here to our train station. So it wants water, but I don't care. We don't care right now. We want to build the rest of our metro line here, or part of our metro line here from this point. So what I'm trying to think about now is how to utilize anywhere through here to Coconut Heights to Sorting Hat District. Maybe not necessarily Sorting Hat District because we have that station in Hyatt. But definitely through here and Coconut Heights. I don't know if I want something exactly in Coconut Heights, but I have hiccups all of a sudden. And it sucks. I hate having hiccups. Oh my God. So what I think I'm going to do... Stop it. Alright, 180. Thank you. Is I want to bring this track just in a basic line, and we can adjust this line in the future. But what I want to do is, there we go. Somewhere right here, I want to come right underneath the roundabout and stop right there. Because I'm thinking about a train, or a station somewhere in Sorting Hat District. Not necessarily the housing area, but the business area of Sorting Hat District. So, I want it to split though. And I'm going to show you why. Oh, right, 100%. Corn, we can grow the crap out of corn. I grow it in my backyard every spring. We have corn. You know, and I live in Oregon, and there's corn farms here in Oregon. There's corn farms in Idaho where they grow potatoes. There's corn farms all the way across America. And if they can pull the sugar out of the corn and produce that syrup, and it costs less to them to get that than it does to get the cane sugar that comes from the Bahamas, right? Like that's the best way to put that scenario. And it sucks. It really does suck because it hurts us as consumers in the long run, 100%. All right, I want to split my track right here. And I want to take a track over here. I want it to stop right here, dead center of the business area sorting hat district. So hold on. I'm going to find my underground metro station. We're going to steal a business spot. Try to use up the least amount of area as possible. Like I said, dead center. That looks perfect to me. And we'll grab onto the end here, and we've already got it on freeform, so it's no problem here. Connected in, and we're connected. Okay, so we go from sorting hat district all the way over here to whatever this district is going to be named, whatever it is. I just want to make sure this is going to be the center of this area. This is where everybody's coming into. Originally, it was just the train station. And then, of course, you saw me have this great idea about adding in the metro station. So we're going to do that as well. Because the trains, you could only do so much with. My tracks that are there, I've obviously moved them to other areas and used them and such. Like bringing it over to the airport here. But the original tracks through this line or through this area that I made, I don't want to take away from that. That was part of the original map. And so doing this feels better, feels more natural to the original map of the train tracks that was there. Whereas I didn't have a natural map of subway systems there, so building them however I want is the natural source, and I can do whatever I want with that, and I love that. So yes, Chris, a majority of American corn is GMO, and they try to claim. This is the stupidest shit I've ever seen. They try to claim that if without GMOs, our corn would look like a stick with like 4 pods of corn sticking off of it. And I call 100% bullshit because there's no way the American Indians would have eaten a stick with 4 pods of corn coming off of it back in the day, right? Like I call 100% bullshit. I think corn has always looked the same, but the fact that they figured out they could add this genome to it and make it do this, and it's resistant to this, is what's really effed our corn up in the States these days. And yes, 100%, because, and wheat too, if I buy flour from Europe to make food with, you don't have any issues at all. But if I buy flour from America to make food with, you have to deal with, oh, I've got gluten allergies and blah, 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 blah. This shit was not prevalent until recently, until within so many years ago. Gluten problems, all this other stuff. But you look at European wheat, European flour, and it doesn't cause those same problems that American flour does. And I know I'm not right or wrong about that. You can buy European flour and make freaking pasta out of it and not have gut problems with it that you would have with buying pasta, plain old pasta, or even making your own pasta with American flour. And it pisses me off. Like, I really hate GMOs. In Oregon, we actually passed a law years ago, and the Oregon State Legislature has never pressed on it. We passed a law that we wanted them to state on our food whether it had GMO in it or not. And you know what they do? Let me show you just a comparison. If you look down on my picture here where my face is, you'll show me, I'm showing you a book, okay? This is One Piece. This is my favorite manga anime ever. If you want to know anything about Japanese anime or manga, One Piece is the place to start. Anyway, you see this where it says One Piece? That would be the title for your food, right? It would say pasta right there, that big. And then you see down here where you can't read the writing above my finger, that is where they tell you that it's made with GMO. Or let me flip this around. Now, you see One Piece up here, but you see the writing down here above my finger, but you can't read any of it. This is pasta. Awesome pasta. That's what it's going to say right there. And then down here, GMO, where you can't read it. That is how they do that in America. You cannot tell. I mean, obviously you can, but like most food these days, you can't get away from it, and it absolutely sucks. When that wheat has non-GMO certification, doesn't bother. David, I'll tell you right now, look on Amazon or anybody that sells things from outside of the country and look up European flour. It is not the same. It is 100% not the same as American flour. You can take it. You can take European flour. You can make anything you do in America with our regular flour, our whatever the hell they call it, flour here. You can do exactly the same thing, and it's not going to bother you with gluten problems like American flour does. So I just throwing that out there to anybody who has problems with gluten. Hey Tim, what's going on? Start using European flour, or anything that says it uses European flour. Any pasta that comes directly from Europe, things like that, like 100%. But I'm going to throw this out there, and then we'll get off that whole political part of it. If Robert Kennedy does what he wants to do, there is a very good chance that we have less worries about those problems in America. But we'll see what happens, because the industries that have put those into place throughout the years that have caused those problems in Americans are so deeply entwined into our food that it will probably be one of the most difficult things to ever get rid of. And so as Americans, the only things we can truly do are look into European products and Japanese products. I would never buy any Chinese products. They are scary to me. But European, Japanese, and even south of the border. I buy products from Colombia, Chile, all the stuff south of American border. Like it does, even Mexico. Like it doesn't bother me. Mexican soda, I love Mexican sodas. I buy Warritos all the freaking time. And then you hear people like, "Ooh, Mexican water gives you the shits." I don't care. The soda doesn't. So, all right, let's get back into the game. Yeah, it does remain to be seen. You're 100% right there, Chris. We're getting all like talking about food and politics here. Oh my God. I'd rather talk about my Pikachu I just got earlier. Bring the Metro line in a wider bend so it reaches the area at the edge of the map. So you're talking about like over here, right? Because this would be the edge of the map that I would want to get that over to necessarily. Not this edge, because we got the airport there. So is that what you're talking about? We could do something like... So I got this, it splits down here. But then I could also... do stuff like this. Now we can follow this road here. Well, let me go under the road. And then find areas like this. And again, I'm just laying the baseline. We can adjust and change things in the future. But yeah, this actually wouldn't be a bad idea to come along here. In fact, let's do this. We'll throw it that direction. Like that, but I'm now wondering if I can somehow bring a line into Coconut Heights. We've got our schools. It's mostly residential though, so it's going to be really hard to try to bring something like that in here. Maybe right there by the cemetery? Hold on. It does go under the water at least, so... That works. But we gotta back this up a little bit. So Tim, I gotta ask, since you're in here now, that whole picture is entirely blue. Like you're not doing any other colors, just blue? Like it's taken me 3 or 4 videos to figure this out, but you're just doing blue only. That's pretty unique. I like that idea. I do like that. And if anybody hasn't been paying attention to Tim's videos, he has a new picture up that he is doing. It is all blue so far, and that's why I'm asking him this. It has been really cool, and I think that might be a really unique thing. Maybe the next one, Tim, you could do all red or all orange. Let's see. Let's see what you got in you, buddy. Well, that's what I was thinking. I mean, but mostly like blue in general, right? Like, you know, you're doing teal or blue or, you know, that and that. So I think that's really dang cool. That's really, really cool. So 154. Holy credoli. All right, y'all. I was just looking at the time. It has pretty much been almost 2 hours here. And I'm actually really happy with what we've done. To be honest, I haven't done very much except lay down some roads and tracks. But, oh, well, you know what? Let's back it up. I didn't just lay down roads and tracks. What am I doing here? There we go. We also, let's go over here, laid down some more rocks and trees and made this area that much freaking cooler. Am I wrong? Right? That looks so good. That just looks so damn good through there. Everything flows. We got the train station. We've got all the businesses. We've got rocks. We got trees. We got bushes. This is looking amazing. And it's going to flow into this next area so dang good. So, y'all, I think today's been a good day. We've had, I mean, this is pretty much really where I was expecting to get, was to put down the train station. And I was never expecting to put down this metro station, and that was actually what kind of made today take a little bit longer. And that longer, other than all the stuff we were talking about, but 520 colored pencils, well, you got to do it, right? But, you know, I'm really happy with what at least got put down today, and I think what we'll do is we'll come back here again one more week to next week, do a little bit more, because I didn't get to quite do what I 100% wanted to do, because I was doing the train station, I was going to do some stuff around it, and then I changed that and started playing with this metro system, but what I think that'll do is allow me to come back next week. We'll do another week on here in Foosha. We'll work around this area, get things set up the way I wanted to do it. Maybe I'll work with it this week and try to figure it out a little bit better. And then we'll go on from there and see what happens. But until then, I think I'm happy with what we did. And I thank you all so much for joining me today. It was such a great day. It was actually really nice to just kind of get my mind off other stuff going on this week. I had to pay rent this week, so I'm completely freaking broke, and I have no money for anything else. I had to run out and do recycling today just so I could afford to buy myself a cheap bottle of whiskey. But next week should be much better. I should have a nice, easy week this week. I got lots of easy stuff at work and a good paycheck coming in. So, anyway, y'all, thank you so much for joining me today. I had a good time. I think this turned out great. It's going to continue to turn out great. Oh, look at that. We have our academic year report. And I think that things are going to just end up looking really good in this city. So if you'll join me next week, I will be happy to see you then. And until then, thank you so much. I love y'all, and take it easy. Stay safe this week, y'all. I can't stress that enough. This world is just getting crazy out there, isn't it? Stay safe. Stay off of airplanes if you can. Please, for the love of God, just stay off the planes. Love you. See you later. Bye now.